Welcome to Chaotic Crochet Chatter. My name is Jenny. I live in North Yorkshire in the UK with my husband and my son, and this is my little corner of the internet where I talk to you all about my recent projects, my future projects, my hand spinning of yarn, and anything else that I've been up to in the last few weeks. I hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome to episode 53 of my podcast. This episode is going to be focused mostly on spinning our words on a shop update, some incoming and a life update as well. It's very, very late. I'm counting this as very late on Wednesday the 24th of September. It is technically now Thursday the 25th of September. Never mind. I am a night owl. I'm sure you know this by now if you've been here for any length of time. If you did watch episode 52, which was released just before this one, the day before this one, you'll have already heard most of what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it again anyway for the benefit of any who have not seen that episode. You don't have to watch it. It's all about my current crochet projects. I might refer back to it once or twice, but you're not missing anything crucial. If you're not interested in the crochet stuff, that's fine. Just watch this one and move on. I completely understand. So just briefly, as per usual, there will be links in the description to all the places you can find me and to any people, places or things that I talk about during this video. I'm also going to put some information in there about the Summer Sad Make-Along, which I'm running because it is very, very nearly over. You have got just a few days left to get your entries in if you would like to be in with a chance of winning. I will also link to a reel that I put on Instagram the other day showing what you can win in the final prize draw. Just as a bit of an incentive for you to get involved if you'd like to. No pressure at all, of course. But it's a super easy make-along to enter. You've almost certainly made something in the last few months that will be eligible. So if you are even remotely interested in winning that prize, do get your entries in as soon as you can via Instagram. Information below. Right, I am going to dive straight in and tell you all about the spinning I've been doing recently. It will be a little bit rustly for this section because a lot of it is bagged up in plastic bags to keep it all safe and secure. This also ties in with the shop update because the next 4 that I'm going to show you are all in my shop as we speak and can be purchased by you. So let's start with the black sheep. I've got 2 skeins of this and I'm just going to show you one to begin with. Well, in general, because it's easier that way. It's not this one though. Where's the right label? Here we go. This is a 55 gram skein. There's a 15 gram mini as well. And my amounts are slightly random. It's just how things are working out at the moment. It's something that hopefully will even out a little as I go, and I'll start producing slightly more expected quantities of yarn. This is 100% black Faroe Island wool, which I have not spun before. Having looked at a picture of the sheep, I believe it is not dyed at all. This is just the natural colour of the fleece, which is gorgeous. It is a relatively coarse yarn. I'm trying to think. I would probably use this personally for a hat or something like that, which isn't necessarily going to be next to the skin. You're still going to see it. It's going to be nice and durable, relatively waterproof actually, as much as wool can be. Obviously it does absorb water, but you know what I mean. I'm babbling, you know what I mean. yeah, it's been a really, really interesting spin. New experience for me. And I'm actually really happy with it. It's turned out much nicer than I thought it was going to when I first felt the wool. In fibre form, it's quite springy. There's a lot of bounce to it. And I actually really like the colour because it's that natural black. It's, I don't know, it's just really satisfying. Anyway, they've both worked out a DK weight, 12 reps per inch to be precise, and this skein is 60 yards and the mini is just 20 yards, so there's not a huge amount of it, but I'm sure you could do something fun with it. So that is spin number 1. Let's pop that all back in the bag. There's my labels so I remember what's what. So otherwise I would not have a hope of remembering at all. Keep that sealed, free of pests. We really need to replace this chair. It is so creaky. So creaky. Right, who's next? The label on this one's the wrong way around, which doesn't help. I can't see, but I think this is... I was right, this is Raven's Nest, which is one that I blended myself. Hoping you can tell. It's mostly brown, there's 2 shades of brown in there. But there's little flecks and stripes and patches of purple as well, which I love. And that is because this is a blend of Icelandic wool and Jacob wool, which are the 2 browns. And then the purple is Tussar silk. So yeah, this has worked out. It feels really interesting. Here again, it's got a bit of coarseness from the wool. I would imagine, it doesn't really bother me too much, but I would imagine for those who are sensitive it probably would be a bit itchy. But at the same time, there's a smoothness and a coolness and a lovely drape to it because of the addition of that silk. How much? What are the proportions? Just under a quarter of it is silk. This is a 40 gram skein. It works out at 80 yards. It's DK weight again, but a slightly finer DK. It's 14 reps per inch, this one. There's another nice close up for you. I really enjoyed blending this one. This was... Should I make Rolags again? I think. I'm having a lot of fun with blending at the moment, which you will see in a minute because I've done another one. I bought myself a proper blending board. Just a cheap one off Amazon, nothing fancy. But it has made it so much easier. I'm not fighting against the unsecured blending cloth that I was using before. It makes a big difference. Okay, so we'll keep that one till last. This is the other one that I have blended myself. I've called this one Maleficent, and hopefully you'll see why. My very favourite Disney character. Purples and greens. And Maleficent, her colours are purple and green. I should have brought my dragon up. I've got Calvin bought me years ago now, maybe only a couple of years, a Maleficent dragon plushie toy thing. I can't actually, she's in a box at the moment because of the renovations, but she sits in the dining room keeping an eye on everything. No one's going to cross us with Maleficent in the house, right? But yeah, this is my own blend of colours. Again, it's 100% Corriedale wool. This is most of the wool, incidentally, that I've been, in fact I think everything I've shown you so far is from World of Wool, which of course I will link for you. So yeah, 100% Corriedale in 2 different colours. I blended this in such a way that half the blending board was one colour and half was another, with a bit of an overlap in the middle, so there was sort of a gradient between the two. And then when I spun them, I did them end to opposite end, so it was going from green through to purple, and then the next one was purple through to green. So hopefully, I think it has worked out with the once I spun it, it's not a hard cut between the colours. It does stripe, but there's a bit of a gradient transition each time the colour changes. Does that make sense? I hope. Yeah, I love it. Love the colours. And it's squishy and relatively soft. Corriedale is not the softest wool, but it is definitely at the soft end of the spectrum. And this is another DK, 12 wraps per inch again. It's 45 gram skein, which works out at 90 yards. Which means the maths for one of my other ones must be wrong. I've just realised I'm going to have to check the maths on the black sheep one. Doesn't seem right anymore, does it? I have to check that. Do that later. Tomorrow. Another day. Can't be right. I'll come back to it. It's fine. Okay, now you'd think that was going to be my favourite of the things I've spun recently, and it is up there. But of ones that are up for sale, this next one is my favourite. Okay, this is called Flight of the Bumblebee, and just because the fibre was called Bumblebee, this is the one actually I started spinning it last time that I spoke to you. I think I showed you what the fibre looked like then. If I can, while I'm editing, I'll pop a picture of the fibre up on the screen over here for you, just so you can see how it started. It's a 50% merino, 25% bamboo, 25% soybean fibre. It is soft and smooth, and I'm holding it in my hand right now and it feels so cool. And it's not really right for this time of year, now that the weather's getting colder, but it just feels gorgeous. There is unfortunately only 20 grams of it. However, that does work up at 90 yards because I've ended up with a really fine fingering weight yarn. This is 22 wraps per inch. Just a look at it. Look at those colours and how beautiful the variegation is. And look at that drape. Look at it. Couldn't stand upright if it wanted to. It just flops. So I'm sorry there's so little of it. I might be able to get more of the fibre. And if not, they do similar blends in other colours. This is World of Wool again. I'm so pleased with how this has worked up. I do want to order some more fibre soon. Plain colours for plans I've got with spinning. But I've also just ordered a whole load of other things. I've just spent a lot of money recently. So I'll have to wait, but when I do get round to it I might have a look for some more of Bumblebee, if this hasn't sold by then. maybe even if it has, because it is gorgeous. I mean, look, right, I know it's only a small skein, but look how tightly I can squeeze that, how small it folds up. So whatever gets made out of that flippy, floppy, drapey, gorgeous skein, it's going to be so light and airy. What would I do with it? Add it into a shawl, or a scarf, or a cowl. That's probably what I would do. Something next to the skin, because it is. What am I trying to say? It's not going to be. It will keep you warm, you know, if it's made into a scarf or similar. But it's going to be so breathable, which would be perfect for me, because in, you know, autumn, winter, when things get cold, I like to have something around my neck to keep the chill off. But if I have anything that isn't breathable, I get really hot and uncomfortable and like itchy and ugh. Not necessarily wool, just anything that isn't breathable. No, I can't keep it, it's for sale. Put it back in the bag and put it away. I'm going to pause a minute while I put this away, and I've got 2 more spins to show you. Okay, this is my favourite recent spin. It might be about to be overtaken by my current one, which I'll show you in a minute. This is the August instalment of the Magical Worlds Fibre Club from Folk Yarn Studio. This is finished. I just need to actually measure it and skein it up properly, which I haven't got around to doing, but I need to do so I can finish the video that I made about spinning it. This is 100% Massam wool, slightly over applied, but only slightly, and because it's just for me, I'm leaving it as it is. I'm not going to try and fix it. I did a fractal spin, and it's worked out really well. Look at how the colours have worked in there. It's just, I just love it so much. It's beautiful. And so it's going to go in my big blanket that I'm making with all this yarn. It's going to be a while before I can crochet with this. If you watched the previous video, you will see why. I've got a lot of other yarn to work through before I get to this one, but it's going to be waiting for me. It's going to be a real incentive to carry on, because I can't wait to see how this crochets up. Yeah, I'm so pleased with that. I'm definitely going to do more fractal spins if I can get hold of more braids that are dyed in a similar way, which I'm sure I can. I can't stop looking at it. It's beautiful. This, I don't, like I said, I've not measured it, so I'm not sure, but looking at it, I would say this is worked out at a DK weight, I think, which is roughly what I've been aiming for with the Magical World yarn. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Let me just twist it up for you so you can see what it looks like twisted. Obviously ignore the bits of white cotton that are the temporary tie, like while I'm soaking it. Oh my god, look at it, look how pretty. Love it so much. So yeah, really looking forward to using it. Right, final spin. Don't get too distracted. This one is in progress. This is the initial single. More beautiful colours. This does not yet have a name. It's going to be chain plied, so any colour variation that you can see in there, it is quite subtle, but there is some. The colour order will be preserved. Feel free to suggest names, please. And this is one I bought. Where did I buy this? I think I bought it at East Anglia Yarn Festival. I think it's one of those ones. Either that or Yarn Day last year. No, it's Needle and Thread. It's from Needle and Thread. It was at East Anglia. That's their label. Yeah, there is no name for the colourway, but it does tell me that it is 40% alpaca, 30% BFL and 30% Polith, and it does feel really soft, really soft. So yeah, I can't wait to see what this is like when I've applied it. I have a feeling it's going to be super squishy if I do a good job with applying, and it hurts me a little bit because it's purple, which is my brand colour, my main brand colour, and it is a colour that I love. But this is going in the shop. I'm not keeping it. I don't need more yarn, I've got plenty. She says, looking wistfully at the yarn. I'm going to hate selling this one because it's so pretty. It's so pretty, and yeah, I think it's going to feel amazing. But I have to be good. I can't keep all the yarn I spin, and I can't only sell the things that I don't like. Not that I don't like any of them, but you know what I mean. The ones I like less. So yeah, watch this space. It will be in the shop at some point when I've finished it, and I'll show you it properly next time when it's all applied. There we go. That's all the spinning in a slightly disjointed fashion. I can tell I'm getting tired now. It is super late. Let me put this book away and I'll move on to the next bit. Okay, I was going to do incoming next, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to do the shop stuff instead because some of that yarn is in the shop, and so it makes sense. And oh, I'm loving everything I've made recently. I'm in full spooky season mode now, and I have made, oh, they do not want to behave, ghost stitch markers. Got a little lobster clasp that you can't really see because it's in between my fingers, but if I show you the clasp properly, it spins around and you can't see it. They are so super cute and I love them, and even better, they glow in the dark. I will say the amount of glow that you get is a little bit ad hoc. I wasn't especially precise with the paint, not as precise as I thought I'd be. However, I actually really like it. I'll pop a picture up that I took of some of them glowing, and I really like how it kind of looks like they're a bit tired. Like they've been haunting all night long, and the sun's coming up soon, and I've not got much left in me now. That's the vibe I'm getting from them. But yeah, I really love them. I really love them. They're so cute. Little ghosties. There's a whole bunch of those in my shop, ready and waiting for you. All of this is already up and running. Also got a load of buttons. Continuing the ghost vibe, we've got my big 30mm buttons. There's a bunch of those, screen printed with silk screen painted with a ghost design. Let me find the right envelope for the next one. Did I write on it? Did I write on it? I did. Because we then have... Oop. Oh, wasn't a very good one. Some of these, the pattern's a bit fadey, but hey, whatever. My 20mm buttons, also with the ghost design on. I love them. All about ghosts at the moment. It's going to do my head in. Don't worry, it's nothing to worry about. It's just a device just beeping at me. And then the colour this time around was purple, and we've got 3 different styles of purple marble buttons. Every button is different, but there's 3 kind of main sets. So there's those ones. And there are... Get the right way round. Those ones. I've got a gloss finish, so I hope they're not too shiny. They're meant to be shiny, but I hope you can see the patterning is what I mean. And there are these ones. There were some plain purple ones as well, but they didn't turn out as well. The finish on them is a bit bobbly for reasons that I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, lots and lots of buttons, plenty of stitch markers. Go and check them out, please. Buy everything. I've also been making little pumpkin decorations again, like I do every year. Normally I crochet them. I'm doing something a bit different this year. I saw a reel on Instagram about a week ago maybe. And I thought that looks really easy, I'm going to try it. And they're really cute. And oh my god, they are really easy and they are really cute. So I've got 3 at the moment. I've cheated slightly in that the stems are the plastic ones that I usually use. Can I show you all 3 at once? Yes, just about. I love them. Love them. So I will be making more of these, and yes, I will put them in my shop, I think. I need to get a move on really if I'm going to, though, don't I? Because Halloween is just over a month away now. It's not long to go. And I will make them in different colours as well. I've just been using up. This is just some Stylecraft Special chunky yarn that I've got knocking about. I can't even remember the colour name, but it seemed vaguely appropriate. But I've got bright orange, I've got various browny, beigey, autumny kind of colours knocking about. So I'll make a bunch of different ones, and I will try and get them into the shop. But if they're not there, but you want some, just drop me a message. We can sort something out. Okay, time for incoming. I was going to show you some other bits as well as what I'm about to show you, but it's just brand advertising, marketing stuff. It's not all that interesting. It's just for the events that I run, so I'm not going to bother because it's late and I'm tired and I don't want to. But I've got some yarn to show you and something else. So this is the yarn from Hobby that I ordered. This is the kind feather in the colour that I needed more of. Of course, they don't put the names on the yarn labels, so I can't tell you the colour name, but it is colour number 15. And then I've got 2 skeins of colour 14 to also go in that blanket. Beeping is doing my head in, but I can't turn it off, I'm sorry. So that's all to go in the dinosaur blanket of my nephew. And then I shouldn't have done, but I did, treat myself to some extra yarn, because they've got all the Halloween colourways out at the moment, and I don't need this at all, but I want it. I realised recently that my stash of cotton gradient cakes is A, running a little low anyway, but B, and perhaps more importantly, the colours I've got left aren't really my kind of colours, so I wanted to get some that were. So I've got 3. I've got this is a Cotton Kings Sultan Shadow. The colour number is 07. I think it's just called Black and Red. That is extremely me. Anyone who knows me well will agree with that one. And then these other 2 are the Halloween Dahlia. I can't remember what they're called. Colour number is, I can't read that. I think that says colour 109. Look at that. It's so Halloweeny, I love it. That's a bit bright for me, but I do love this outside colour. And depending what I use it for, it'll be fine. And then this one is colour 103, I think. And look, that's beautiful. Beautiful. So they're going to go into my stash. You probably won't see them again for a very long time. So sorry about the beeping. But you'll see them again at some point in the future. Who knows when. Right, and then this arrived today. Perfect timing. I ordered it literally a couple of days ago and then sort of forgot about it. But you may or may not have heard of this Lizzy Sews. If you watch Ali, Little Drops of Wonderful, you will have heard of it. Lizzy makes wonderful project bags. In fact, as it says on the back of her card, she is the home of the wire-framed project bag. I've got a couple of them and they really are brilliant. And they're always such good quality. And oh, she has lovely fabrics. I'm always seeing her post on Instagram and thinking, I want that, I want that, I want that. And usually I restrain myself because they're not cheap, rightly so. However, she put a post up the other day and in amongst all the pictures of lovely bags was this picture of a lovely little pouch. It's just got popper fastenings. The fabric, I could not resist it. It was only £10 and I thought, I'm having that. Lizzy, send me that pouch please. Of course. Look at it. It's fancy spider webs. Oh my god, I love it so much. And yeah, it's just a popper fastening. It's got a lovely dotty fabric on the inside and it's got a little bit of a box bottom going on, so it's roomier than it looks, which is always lovely, and it feels gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to put in it because I do like a proper zip closure for my notions pouches, but I'm sure I will use it for something because look how pretty. But then not only that, she could put a couple of little extras in, which I'm sure she does for everybody, but she has so clearly thought about this and clocked who I am and what my general vibe is, and just that thoughtfulness has really touched me. I got a little bit emotional earlier when I opened it. So Lizzy, if you see this, thank you so much. I will message you and I'll tag you on Instagram posts and all that jazz, but thank you. There's a stitch marker. Talking of ghost stitch markers that I've been making. Look! They've got a friend. I love it. Absolutely love it. So that is going to be put to good use for sure. Happy little ghost. And then 2 stickers. Cauldron with a little face. My husband says it looks like a cat's face. What do you think? I'm not convinced, but I love it. And then I know this is a common thing. Everybody has seen, I'm sure, that I practice stitchcraft t-shirts and bags and stickers and blah. But the fact that she had one and sent it to me when my business name is Stitchcraft Studio, I feel so seen. Oh, I really do. I love it. It made me so happy. Little things like that really make me happy. So that was just, it was a lovely thing to open earlier. Right, bit of a life update for you. The big news is the renovations. The chaos has truly hit. Now, it's a good thing. They're making really good progress. The external work on the extension, which is part one of this massive project, is almost done. They're just waiting for the windows and doors, and I think they just need to finish off the roof, but it's pretty much done. The external thing, you know, there's a wall, 3 walls technically, which is great. We can see how much space we're going to have. It's fantastic. Yesterday and today we've had to completely finish moving everything out of the kitchen and the dining room. We'd moved a lot already, but moving everything out of the kitchen and the dining room. And we are now living in a smaller sitting room than we were, because we're moving a wall to get more space in the dining area. Yeah, we don't need a big sitting room. We want a nice cosy sitting room. It's still big enough, but it suddenly feels a lot smaller, and it is full of all the stuff from the kitchen and the dining room that we need while we're living here. Food, cutlery, plates, some basic cooking stuff with the air fryer. So it just all feels a bit mad all of a sudden. Oh, and the utility room as well, because yeah, they've got to the point now where they've taken out, I'll put some pictures up while I'm talking so you can see a little bit of what I mean. I've taken out the doors that did connect the sitting room and the dining room, and I've started building the wall that will now fully separate those two rooms. I'm going to finish building that wall tomorrow. Just plasterboard needs to go up. And then they have knocked down the wall between the kitchen and the utility room. We're getting a new utility room as part of the garage conversion, which comes later. And then they're going to knock down the wall between the kitchen and the dining room. So we're going to have a massive open plan kitchen diner, and it's going to be glorious. I'll pop up a picture of the latest kitchen design that we had done actually as well. It's not 100% right because the floor and wall colour we haven't decided on yet, and the doors and windows are going to have black frames instead of the white ones in the picture, but the units and everything are how we want them to look. So yeah, it's good. It is good. It is good. And it's going to be amazing. But these last few days have felt very chaotic, very stressful. I had a bit of a meltdown yesterday because there was just so much to do and I didn't think we were going to get it done in time. But we did. Yeah. My brother-in-law, Calvin's brother, came round and helped out late evening. Bless him. Thank you so much to him. And we are getting there. It's going to be fine. It is going to be fine. Yeah. There's just so much to do. If you've ever lived through any big renovation projects, you'll know what I'm going through at the moment. Hey, there are worse situations to be in. We have chosen to do this. There's no damage or anything like that. We're not having to fix anything. This is a purely optional what's the word? Elective. Purely elective thing we're having done. It's all our own fault. And it's going to make such a massive difference to the house. It's going to be amazing. It's just a lot right now. It'll be fine. That's about it. Really, that's all that's going on. I think I mentioned last time about Ned not really enjoying school. I think it's getting better. Slowly. Maybe. Slightly. He's complained less the last couple of days. So that's nice. What are we in now? Week 3, I think, of the new term. He's in year 5 and all the year 6 students are away, well, apart from 1 or 2, are away on the residential trip this week. So his class are the oldest class in the school, which I think he's kind of enjoying. But yeah, he doesn't want to go. He's not making as much fuss about it, which is good. Does make me worry that he's just not talking about it, which I don't want. I don't want him to shut down. I need him to keep talking. So we'll see. I am worried. I am a natural worrier. I have anxiety. I worry about everything. He is my biggest source of worry these days. Natural, I suppose, as a parent. Yeah, there's an element of I just want him to be happy, I want him to enjoy his life, I want him to be perfect, but he's a human being and life is not perfect, and it would be wrong of me to try and control every aspect of his life, and I don't really want to anyway. That's not, that wouldn't be right, and I know that wouldn't sit right with me either. But I hate it when he's unhappy. So, I'll keep you posted. Hopefully it'll keep getting better. And he's got to go to school. I'm not homeschooling. Don't even suggest homeschooling. I would go insane very, very quickly. The COVID lockdowns just after he first started school were bad enough. And that was very basic schoolwork. And he was a lovely, fairly compliant 4 or 5-year-old. He is now an equally lovely, much less compliant 9-year-old. So, and the work is much harder. He tries to explain things to me and I'm like, okay, fine. So, yeah. It's fine. That's it, really. I'm just in market prep mode. I've got just over a month to go. I cancelled the September one. I would have been this coming weekend, but no. There wasn't enough interest, annoyingly, from vendors, so it was disappointing. But cancelling it was the right decision. I'm very lucky in that the venue don't charge a cancellation fee, so I haven't lost any money. Obviously I've refunded the people who had applied, but there weren't many of them, and that money was sat in the account waiting to pay for the venue. So I haven't lost anything. I've just repaid what I'd been paid, if that makes sense. Yeah, so it's 4 or 5 weeks till the one at the end of October now, which I think is my favourite one of the year every year anyway. It'll be my third October one that I've organised, 4th or 5th October one that I've been to myself, and out of all the ones that I have done so far, it's always been the most popular. This will be my first year doing ones after October. I've got a November and a December as well, organising myself, I mean. So hopefully they'll be nice and busy too. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the October one. It's on the 29th, I think, off the top of my head. I've got the Halloween playlist ready and waiting for the background music. It's part of what I like about it, I think. It's the market where I feel like the music that I play can be the closest to what I would naturally listen to. Because the rest of the time and I still have to on this one a bit, I'm very much towing the line between music that I want to listen to and music that everybody else wants to listen to. They're not the same. So yeah, I get to sneak in a few things that I wouldn't at other times of year. I think it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've got some brilliant vendors lined up, and a few more spaces. So if you're watching this and you are relatively local to Harrogate and you have your own business, get in touch. If you're free. Obviously, if you're not, never mind. If you're watching this and you're relatively local and you don't have your own business, but you're free anyway, then come along and say hello, please. It'd be lovely to see you. I'm going to stop rambling because it's been plenty long enough. And it is almost 1 a.m. and I need to go to bed. So, if you have got all the way to the end, pop an emoji in the comments for me. Let's have... we had a ghost on the last one, so not a ghost. What else have I talked about? Let's have a sheep for all the wool I've spun. Yeah. And yeah, you ask me questions, say hello, whatever you want to put in the comments. I love reading them. It makes me so happy when people comment on my videos. Thank you so very, very much for watching. It still blows my mind that anybody turns up and watches these stalls. I appreciate every single view that I get, every single new subscriber that I get. You're all wonderful. Thank you very, very much. I will be back in approximately 3 weeks' time. Until then, take care.